Hello, this video was created by Poonam Morty, an information developer at BMC Software, and narrated by a computer-generated voice. This video demonstrates the process of automating the task of defining an Azure Resource Management template for creating a storage account in Microsoft Azure. For this video, let us say that your company uses BMC Helix Digital Workplace application to manage user service requests. As a business analyst, you want to automate the task of defining a template for storage account creation in Azure. You want to automate the task so that the manual efforts of service agents can be reduced when they receive storage account creation requests. To automate this task, you create a process in your application and use the process as a workflow in a service. Let us create the process. Log into BMC Helix Innovation Studio. In the Digital Workplace Catalog application, you create a process that you can use as a service workflow. In the process, add the process input variables so that you can map these variables to user request input. Use the Create Document element to access attributes within a document schema and use the document node values as input to create the template. Enter the values for the Create Document element properties. In the Document Definition Name field, select the Azure Template Parameter document to use as an input to create the template. Then, add the document nodes by selecting the key and value checkboxes of the nodes. To define a storage account template, use the Create Template element. Enter the values for the Create Template element properties. In the Connection ID field, specify the connection ID of the Microsoft Azure connector. Then, in the Resource Name field, provide the corresponding process variable. In the Template field, specify the JSON that defines the storage account that you want to create and its properties. In the Parameters field, specify the output value of the Create Document element. In the Existing Resource Group, and Mode fields, provide the corresponding values. The Existing Resource Group value determines whether the storage account belongs to an existing resource group or not. The Resource Group value specifies the resource group in which you want to create the resource. The Mode value determines whether you want to use complete or incremental mode to create the storage account. Then, specify the region where you want to create the resource group in the Region field. To notify the user about the storage account creation, use the Send Message element. In the Send Message element properties, specify the email subject, body, and recipient. Next, in the Digital Workplace Catalog application, create a service and use the process you created as the service workflow. Then, create service questionnaires for users so that users can provide the required inputs while submitting requests. After you enable the service, a user request to create a storage account in Azure is executed automatically. I hope this video helped you to understand how to automate the task of defining a template for creating a storage account in Azure. Thank you for watching.